We'll just follow the agenda tonight and just make sure that we will have the community question and answer period at the end. And otherwise, we'll pretty much do everything we have in the past. So.
Okay, then I would, let's conduct some old business with the Restoration Advisory Board. There was an error last meeting, as you may recall, so we're actually reviewing and possibly approving 2 meeting minutes from meeting 175 in February and 176 in April. I want to open the floor with, for any comments or motions on approval for the minutes of meeting 175, or again, any comments directed towards these meeting minutes.
On 176, I think a lot of us only got half of it.
Yeah, we take that up when we get to 176 or on 175.
Okay.
I'm sorry, so I'm not quite following. Did on meeting 175?
We'll take it up when we get to meeting
176, okay, very good. So is there any motion on the floor for 175?
So moved.
I haven't made my comments.
Okay.
On page 3 of 7, the third full paragraph down, starting with Ms. Smith.
Yes.
I asked about the database, but either Dave or Bryce had described the database before I asked my question. So this sounds completely like it's coming out of nowhere. I would like to have someone review what was said prior to that as an explanation of the creation of the database. And I think it was Dave that was explaining this.
Okay, so if we could just, the paragraph reads as follows, currently it reads as follows. Ms. Smith asked if the analytical database will be available to others in the future, especially if sampling needs to be revisited. Mr. Clark said it is an official database that the Navy will continue to maintain. And I believe you're talking about the NIRIS database?
Yeah, well, he mentioned the NIRIS database
Yes.
in the beginning, and
Okay.
that's what generated my question.
Okay.
So I would feel more comfortable if at least you did a little more explanation
Okay.
of what it was he said. Just go back and read what he said and put a sentence in there so that it doesn't sound so disjointed.
Okay, so you would recommend that the Navy go back, that we table approving the meeting minutes tonight, and then go back and add some predecessors, some sentences to explain the situation before we go to the sentence starting Ms. Smith?
Yes.
Okay.
And then down at the bottom, the second to the last line, the sentence says, the Navy must make sure that any action they may take does not do more harm than good, since the site is on the shoreline in the middle of habitat.
Okay.
What the heck does that mean? Everything has habitat. It may be poor habitat, it may be damaged habitat, it may be good habitat, but that's not a way to say
Okay.
it. That needs to be rewritten so it's clear.
Okay, we can do that. You probably know that what we meant is when you're in that particular area, because we're talking about YF3, the density, when you're right along the shoreline, the density of habitat is pretty great, and the diversity is as well. So, okay, so you're saying rewrite that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on 4 of 7, the end of the first full paragraph.
Okay, that's the paragraph that starts Ms. Smith?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It should not remobilize unless petroleum is, once again, introduced into the soil.
Oh, change the tense from was to is?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's all the corrections I had on that one.
Okay. All right, so we will table the meeting number 175 meeting minutes until the next meeting, and we will make corrections and take your suggestions. I don't think we have